Hello friends, welcome back to my channel for another Sadie Stickers mystery kit reveal. And this one is extra special because you guys, if you are subscribed, you know. If you're not, I'm sorry, you missed out. But the subscribers did get a first look into the new kit format, which is super exciting. Really loving the changes that Alicia made to these. So I cannot wait to show you guys what is in here. I will do a side-by-side comparison as well from the July mystery, just to show you guys what, the format was and what it is now, in case you have not gotten to see the new format and the beautifulness of it. I don't know if that's a word, but we'll go with it. But first, before I do all that, I always just like to say hello in case this is your first time joining me. My name is Cassie, and I am Sweet Like Honey Plans here on YouTube as well as over on Instagram. If you would like to follow me over there as well to see how I use these things, or to follow me and hear what all the sales are, because I do PR for Sadie Stickers as well as a lot of shops, so I am always sharing sales and deals in case you want to have a good, save some money. I like to be able to help you save some money while I'm enabling you to buy all the pretty things. So feel free to give me a follow over there. If you are a returning viewer, thank you guys so much. I am just always so thankful for you guys who come and hang out and watch every single one of my videos and cheer me on in my addiction here. So thanks. Thank you all. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, whether you're new or returning. All right, let's go into this. I'm going to jump into the weekly kit first and show you guys all of this goodness, because this is just absolutely incredible and I can't wait to share it. Okay, actually, before I do that, let me show you guys the vellum. So this vellum does come with the decorative kit. So if you're subscribed to Decorative, you would also get this vellum. And this pattern you're going to see is quite a theme in this kit. So I wanted to show you guys this first, and I'm going to leave it as the backdrop because I think it's pretty and it matches. So, okay, page 1. So first thing to note on here that got an update is our title page up here. Everything is now numbered, which makes my OCD heart really happy. I'm not gonna lie, because mainly with the decorative kit, sometimes I'd forget like what order they were in, and I don't know why it matters to me, but it does. So it's really helpful to have the numbers, and I just think it's fun. Up in the corner, she has put the little full boxes in with the number. So let me show you what it used to look like here. So our title page on all of our kits used to have like the name of the kit here, Sadie Stickers, and then the full boxes or whatever the page is. Now it has the name of it up top in this really beautiful new font. Sadie Stickers is underneath it, and then you've got the number and the type of page it is. So this is the full boxes. So that's really the only change that happened here on this first page with the full boxes. These swatches on the bottom here are the same. So that is the biggest change on page 1. So let's look through the full boxes because these are way too good to skip over. Here is that beautiful floral pattern that we see on the vellum. It is just spread throughout this whole kit, and it's complete gorgeousness. We've got it here in these 2 boxes with a little bit of like a splatter foil instead of the like fuzzy foil we're used to. So that's a nice change. And then you can kind of see that same pattern here and here. It's also like the wallpaper here. It's a wallpaper here and here. So it's just really strewn throughout this whole kit to keep it very like uniform, I guess. I don't know if uniform is the right word, but it's, cohesive. Let's go with that. So we've got all those beautiful floral boxes. Our quote box in the middle says, "She's an old soul with young eyes, a vintage heart, and a beautiful mind." And this kit does give me like all of the vintage vibes. So I feel like that was a perfect quote for this. And then she also has like throughout all these boxes, like little sewing elements. We've got this beautiful vintage sewing machine down here with a little thread and the spool. You got like a little measuring thing here, some more thread hanging. So just kind of fun that you got all these little foiled thread elements throughout. Up here, we have this beautiful suitcase with some pumpkins and florals, and then the books. So pretty. The entryway here, even that door looks like old and vintage, doesn't it? It's so pretty. A foiled coat rack. We've got this really cozy chair. It says public library. I love how she foiled that and like the little dot foil. This bedroom scene was part of the mood board, and I like died when she shared this with us. I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to absolutely love this kit. And I do. It's so gorgeous. I love the like poster bed kind of thing with like the little curtains around it. Just so like cozy feeling. Everything just feels cozy in here. And then you've got this really cool like old chest of drawers. And this little thing here. Just all kinds of really great elements in here. So that is our full boxes page. And then page 2 is our boxes. You can see that up there. And let me pull out page 2 from July so I can show you guys the changes here. So just some subtle changes, nothing super crazy here, but we did, instead of having all lace boxes now, we did get some distressed boxes in row 1 and row 2. If you notice, we've got some of the oval and the circle boxes that are now just like that, distressed. The foiling, it doesn't have these like garland foils, and I didn't know that I wanted those to go away until I saw this. It's not that I like don't like those, and I still use them. I still think they're pretty, but now seeing this with like just the little teeny bit of like delicate foiling, I really prefer that now that I see it. So love the change, Alicia. And then rows 3 and 4 are boxes, like the box and midi box. These ones also got some of the distressed instead of these like solid ones here, and instead of some of the lace. And then this row is pretty much the same, I think. Yeah, this is pretty much the same. And then underneath, the biggest thing here is we have a few more of like these distressed boxes instead of these really solid ones. And again, none of the garland foil, it's more of just like a splattering of foil. So really nice changes there. So subtle, but like really, I think, important changes. So I really think she did a great job of kind of like, I feel like her kit format was like perfection already. So perfecting perfection. I think it was Jenny in our PR chat was like, you're perfecting perfection basically. So I think it was a little bit of a challenge to perfect what was already so good. But I think the changes she made in this are really just really great. So page 3 and page 4, I kind of need to go through these together because some of the changes on here, like things moved from one page to the other. So let me grab page 3 and page 4 to show you guys here. So page 3 is our layering page. Page 4 is our washi page. So page 3, previously we had our headers. Now the headers are on page 4. So this is what I mean by like they kind of all go together. So I'll be pulling these back and forth here. So page 3, we now have the deco. Deco used to be on page 4. So it moved from page 4 to page 3, which makes sense because this is the layering and this makes sense to have deco on, right? And then the headers have moved to page 4. So old page 3, we had all this header room up here. So instead of that, we now have the deco. We have these little beautiful swatches that were on the journaling kit before. Stay tuned for the journaling kit portion of this. And then these really pretty Polaroids that we didn't have before with the middle cutout. So those are really fun. We also had this large sheet here, and instead we have these little grid papers. This is the same, this is the same. So all of our like torn papers and then the boxes and circles are all the same. But then we also got these really cool like grid paper ones up here that have some foil on them. So really nice changes. I feel like this page feels like very cohesive. I guess that's my word for this video. I don't know, but it does. It feels like everything really like fits together well for layering, which is what it's titled. And then page 4 is where we have moved these headers to. So in page 4 before, we had the deco, and then we had the days of the week. So the days of the week are still the same. But now, if you look, our headers, let's just talk through those. Our headers, we used to have like, you know, something that was kind of like the pattern, the floral, and then the lace. And then we would get on page 4, these really skinny ones here. So basically what we have now, we still have the lace ones. We still have those. We still have these pattern ones, but we also now have like the thin line ones. So the floral ones are gone. I'm not sure if that's that they're gone for every kit or if it's just for this kit. I'll have to look at her newest ones that she just came out with. She just came out with 6 new kits for her birthday sale, so maybe that'll give me a clue. But for right now anyway, there's no floral ones in there, and I'm really okay with the floral being gone because I feel like those ones can sometimes be hard to pull in to the kit because they can seem a little bit like overwhelming, whereas these ones are very simple. So I much prefer the simple headers, so I'm glad that that's the change she made. Sorry, I'm moving my whole thing here, trying to get comfortable. And then the bottom washi did pretty much stay like, you know, we've got the two, the thick and the thin. So that's pretty much the same. So that didn't really change. And that's great. I really like the bottom washi. Like I said, her kit was pretty much perfection before her format. So I'm totally fine with minimal changes on here. So this one, let's just take a look at this because this has so much goodness on here. I really love that she chose to pull in the light pink behind this floral pattern because I do feel that like these boxes with this like vintagey theme are like a moodier, dark kind of vibe. And so having a bottom washi that's lighter will help to kind of lighten that up, I feel like, when you lay all that down on a page. So I think that that was a really great design choice on her end to add the light pink. And then I love the, like, I don't even know what you want to call that, like the line and dot, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like not perfect, you know, like it just goes with this whole vibe. I don't know if I said that very well. Not that it's not perfect, but you know what I mean. It's not like a perfect line. It's more like organic shaped. Let's go with that. Okay, page 5 is deco. This page did not really change. This is still deco. You still get some big bouquets. You still get your large deco. So nothing has changed as far as format goes. This page here, one thing I do want to point out that I really am thankful she did. So if you look at like this suitcase, the suitcase in the full box is going the opposite direction. Same thing for the sewing machine. So she did kind of like invert the deco. So that way, if you're pulling all these things in, it's not like looking exactly the same as what you have in the kit. And I think that's really nice of her to do that for us. I love the thread and the ribbon too. I wanted to point those out. I just think these elements are so pretty. Can't get enough of this kit. Okay, page 6. We did see some changes in page 6, which is our journaling page. Let me grab that one to show you guys if I can find it. Here we go. Okay, so page 6 is our journaling. So some of these elements, let me just pull out the July ones. I can kind of show you guys side by side so you can take a look. So this that came out of page 2 before, page 3 before, is now on here. So if you really loved this, don't worry, it's still here. It's just on the journaling page now. And then the swatches that are here, those are the ones that are now in the kit. So we still have them. They're just now in the actual kit instead of just being in the journaling kit, which is nice because if you're, you know, if you're purchasing like not this mystery and you are picking up just a kit and you really like these, now they're in the actual kit, not the journaling, so you don't have to buy that page. So I think that was really nice. We still have these swatches here, which I love these little swooshes. I think those are great. We still have the tape pieces, these two here. They're now up here. Down here, we still have this. This is still in the kit. This little guy is still in the kit. What else? I feel like there's something else we still have that's like kind of the same. This little guy here is the same. We do still have the days of the week. Let me bring this up so you can see. These are the two different fonts. So this is the old font. This is the new font. I like them both. I think they're both really pretty, but I do like kind of like the scribbly simplicity of this, I guess. I don't know. It matches her new like wording on all her kits, and I think it's really, really fun. And then the arches, we do still have those as well. So a couple different updates, but some of these are like these are basically now on that other page. So some of these things are kind of the same. It's just rearranged on here. One thing we have on here too is some smaller floral deco, and I don't think we've had, like there's some leaves here, but I don't think we've had floral deco on the journaling before. So I like that she did that, because if you look, those are much smaller than these florals here. So you've got some variety in sizing, and I think that that is really helpful when you're doing a spread, because sometimes you want like a teenier one, and these ones are quite large. So it's nice to have that variety. I hope that's something that she will continue to do in the kits, is to keep like small florals in there. That's something Two Little Bees always had on hers, on one of her extra sheets, and I really loved that. So I'm glad that Alicia did that. Again, it's like things that I didn't really think about that I wanted or that I needed until like bam, she did it. So Alicia, reading my deepest desires that I didn't know I had. Okay, this is our floral deco page, page 7. This page is pretty much the same, but look at these gorgeous florals, y'all. They're so good. So good. And then our ink swatches, you guys, this is exciting. So let me show you the exciting things of this. So one thing I do want to say is that Alicia, Sadie Stickers, is getting away from transparent matte as an option, because there's just too many paper types, and the new washi type, washi paper type, if you've not tried it yet, she has a brand new washi. So I'm going to show you when I get to the decorative kit, because I've been getting the washi paper, but she's transitioned to a different washi paper. And this, from everything I'm hearing and from what I'm feeling on here, it feels like a little bit of a higher quality even. I loved the other washi paper, but this feels even higher quality. So I think it's going to give us that deeper saturation that we really, want, especially some of these lighter colors. Like on transparent matte, sometimes it's hard to see them. This is the July on transparent matte, and this is on the new washi paper. So the new washi paper is the clear backing washi paper. If you're familiar with some other shops that have that, you'll understand what I mean by like it's a little bit different than the white backing. It almost feels a little bit thinner to me than some of the other ones. So I think these are going to lay down even better than the previous washi paper, which I was already in love with. So that's change number one, is that now we're getting these on washi paper. I'm a fan. I hope you guys are too. Let me know if you've gotten this or if you've gotten the alcohol ink on the washi paper, what your thoughts are. I know Alicia's trying to figure out if this is a good change for everybody, and I think for the most part that it is, and that it will remain a good choice. But I know she's always wanting to, hear for sure if that is what we want as a community. Sorry, I've got to get my heating pad on, y'all. I don't know why it's always such a struggle for me with my back when I'm doing this. Okay, tomorrow is massage day, so my back is like screaming at me. Okay, the second really exciting change about this, okay, I don't know which one's more exciting, but I think these are both very exciting, is if you have been looking at this page and comparing, you can see we have way more swatches on this new sheet, you guys, because she has changed up some of them and given us a lot more smaller swatches. Such a fan of this change. I love the bigger ones too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like so many times I just need a tiny swash of color in there and I have to cut one down or waste some of one. And so now having these little baby ones, I won't really have to do as much of that. So I can just kind of like put it down where I need it. So I really love the changes she made in here with giving us a lot more of these like medium and smaller size with just a few of the larger. So yeah, really excited about that change. Okay, lastly, for this mystery, we have the foiled add-on. Nothing really changed here. Foiled add-ons are still foil deco, and she kind of chooses what goes with that collection. So it could vary. Could be a long washi size paper. Just depends on what she wants to add in. This one, we've got all those really fun sewing elements in here, the pretty bows. I want a whole sheet of those bows. You got all this like library stuff too. And look at, you got that public library with like the dot foiling. Just so fun. Love that. So that is the weekly kit. I know this video is longer. I'm sorry. Normally these are like my shorter videos for people who prefer my shorter videos. But we have a lot to look at in these. So I will move on. Oopsie, look, I already got it out of order. I will move on to the decorative kit, but this is the weekly. So the weekly kit, you do get 8 pages, well, 9 pages because you get your foiled add-on. You do not get this vellum. That's what decorative, but still such an amazing deal and the quality that you're getting in this. So if you're not subscribed, I'm sorry, you should be because these are just absolutely stunning. It's such a good, good bang for your buck. Let's go with that. Okay, let's move on into the decorative collection. So let me pull out, where is the last month's decorative? I had that out here. One second. Okay, so we're gonna have these side by side here. So as you can see already, our washi paper, this is washi paper, but it looks like it's on premium matte, right? Because it was the white backing. So you can see the color very well. This is on the clear, so it's gonna look a little bit more transparent. But it is washi. So page 1 is our flowers page. So instead of it saying it down here, it now says it up here. And then you have the August mystery. It's just so classy looking. It really is. I just really love it. So this is pretty much the same format. You just got different random like floral pieces. Page 2. So, okay, I probably have these ones out of order. See, this is why Cassie needs things numbered. Look at the numbers are going to help keep me on track. So page 2 would be our bouquets page. The really fun thing with this is now she's foiling the washi, you guys. So this is foiled in rose gold. So is the weekly kit. I'm so sorry if that wasn't obvious in there and I should have said that. Just realizing I did not. But this is all rose gold, which is perfect match for this. I would not have wanted any other foil color, so I'm glad she did that. But our bouquets page is pretty much the same, other than the fact that now you've got a little sprinkling of foil on it, which is really fun. Everything else remains pretty much the same. I think, yeah, the bouquets are about the same because you had like pretty close to 8 on this one too. So yeah. Okay, next one is elements. So let me see if I can put these back in order here. Where's my elements on this one? This was deco, so I guess it would be deco. Deco would be the closest thing to elements. So this is the elements page. This is our like deco before. So as you can see, the deco you have, it's maybe slightly smaller, maybe some of them. I don't know, I feel like they're pretty similar. Just this one has a lot like, I feel like this one has a lot more like big pieces than this one. This has a lot more piecey stuff in the July one, but pretty similar as far as what you're getting on here. But you do have like, I'm thankful that there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, really like 7 larger things. This could even be considered larger. So you've got a lot of bigger pieces. When I'm doing, I usually use these decorative kits in my functional planner, and I want like a little bit of a bigger deco piece on almost every day of the week, generally every day of the week. So it's nice to have, 7 or 8 big pieces that I can spread out through most of my planner. So this is a really nice sheet for me. Page 4 is our edges. So these are edges. So this page got quite the upgrade, you guys. So edges before, just straight flat edges. Now our edges have deco and foil, and oh my goodness, I'm in love. It's so incredible. This has like a grid pattern in it with like a ticket or something. You've got some foiled writing, a foiled stamp. Like, look at this. You have like looks like a library card or something behind there. And you've got like the little ruler, more grid and tickets. Like, look at this, you guys. Like, get out of here. This is so good. And this actually is like a corner too. That's so pretty. You actually do kind of almost have like corners. That's just so good. So that's our edges. And then page 5 is our layered. So I don't know if there's anything to really compare layered to, because we didn't really have layered pieces before. So I don't have anything to compare it to. I'm not sure what came out of this one to make that. Maybe the corners. I don't see any. Let's see. I don't think there's any corners in here. Yeah, so maybe the layered one took the place of corners. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I do really like the corners. I'm a fan of these because I feel like these can be really good in your weekly kits too. And I really use these a lot in my functional. But we have a lot of other really good things in here. Like I said, this kind of feels like it has some corners in it. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll be okay. If it's a trade-off for this, I'm good. I'm golden. It's fine. These layered elements, I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. I think my son is home. This is just, I don't even have words. It's like the deco, but like elevated. Like, see, this is kind of like the deco, but you've got like layered things behind it. So it's like she did a lot of the journaling, like layered things for us and added really beautiful foil. Like, this is incredible. I can probably stretch this even further with all of this now. I think that was one of the things that we all mentioned we wanted was like more deco in the kits. If I had more deco, I could stretch it further. So I think I could probably get like a couple weeks out of this, or like a whole week and then maybe a monthly section or something. Borders. This is not the one we're looking at. We're looking at torn papers. So let me get this one. I'm just going to get these all. Oh, these were numbered before. Oh my gosh, they were numbered. Wow, Cassie. I was like, look, they have numbers now, as if they didn't before. I guess I just needed them in my face. Okay, so this is the torn paper, or the paper strips. This page is essentially the same. No real changes here. So we'll just look at the goodness of this month's. Loving the vintage words in this like library card stamp, whatever that is, the grid on here. And the fact that it's not like all grid, it's like got little spaces in between. So pretty. And then this is our dates and dots. Let me pull this out. So these two basically got combined, which I am great with because I don't think we need 3 whole months worth of numbers. So now we have 1 month of numbers. That's plenty for me because sometimes I'm pulling in like foiled ones. I don't really need those ones, you know? So now we have the days of the week, and this had 5 before. You still get 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get this month, this week, notes and to-do. You get a couple of those each. So you're still getting a lot. And we didn't have this month and all that before. It was just the days of the week. And then these date dots. I do love these little guys. So I'm kind of sad that those aren't there. But maybe we can get those on like a separate sheet. I don't know. I think these are great for layering things. But I'm okay. I'm totally okay. Like, these changes are amazing. I did like those. Although I say I like them, but like, really, Cassie, have you used them at all? Not really. Not yet. Because I'm so behind. So, I really can't stand on that, can I? Okay, so page 8 is our borders. This page also got such an incredible upgrade. So I really love the plain floral too. Like, I'm not opposed to a plain floral border and then like the deco in between. I still think this is a great page. But this is so different. And I feel like it's going to push me out of my box a little bit. Like, you get stuck when like doing kind of the same things over and over when you're planning with the like same kind of kits. And so I think this is really nice because it's like, all right, now you don't have those floral borders. So you got to figure out how you're going to use these ones and what that's going to look like. And it's kind of simple, you guys, because she did all the layering for me. So on weeks where like my brain just doesn't have it in me, guess what? I can just lay down one sticker. It has foil on it. It has layering. It's beautiful and it matches. So I don't know. I think this is really, really great. It almost reminds me of like a pet tape, like with all the different things on it. And I think that's really genius. So Alicia, love this page. Love that you like took a huge risk on this. That's really great. Okay, then we have our scenes, which, do we have scenes? No, we didn't have scenes before, you guys. So there were no scenes. These are the boxes. So this is a different page. This does not have any foil, so these are just plain scenes. Ooh, look at that. That's really fun. They have like leaves and everything on the porch. These like old staircase. So fun. I love these scenes. Wow, those are really cool. Look at that little hutch on this one. So good. So just plain scenes. Wow, yeah, I can totally stretch this way further now. Alicia, this is amazing. I know I've said like a million times, but it really is. I don't even know if you're watching my video, but hopefully you are. This is our box swatches. So pretty much the same, except that now we have foil, which is great. The sizing and everything is the same. You got the 2 smaller and then the 2 like taller boxes. And then now you've got the beautiful foil. So this is really great because if you're somebody like me who has a really hard time, like I started in the planner world in like weekly kits, this is what we live for, right? Like these full boxes, the foil, the glory. But sometimes I don't have enough room for all these beautiful kits. And I want to use a decorative kit, but it doesn't have quite the same glory, right? So I end up buying both or just the kit because I want the foil and the beauty. And then now I could just, and I did, you'll see in my other haul video, I did pick up just a deco kit from her like first release with the new format because I don't have room for the weekly kit, but I can definitely put the deco kit to good use and it looks very similar now. So I just am so thankful for all these changes that she made. And you guys look, it's inverted. Like shut the front door. I didn't even realize that before. It's inverted from what it was. Look at, these are opposite. These are opposite. And this is opposite. So everything is opposite from the kit. So if you were trying to use them kind of together, it's going the opposite direction. Genius. Okay, and then lastly, these 2 pages basically got combined into one with a little bit of a change. So our long strips before kind of had that a little bit more like trailing on the end where these are a little bit more rounded. I like this though. I think this is pretty. Same for the short ones. So the short ones are a little bit more rounded now instead of like all the like traily edges there. And the floral pattern is like more inside of it versus floral sitting on top of it. I don't know if that'll always be that way or if it's just that way because of this pattern, but either way, I really like it. So that's the comparison, you guys. Let me know what you think. I, for one, am a huge fan of these changes. I love this new paper. Yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited about all of it. It's like I mentioned, you know, I've said it a couple times, her kit format was so good before that it was like hard to even think of like, oh, well, what would you guys want in changes? Like, I don't know. It's incredible already. And there were some suggestions thrown around and different things. And this is what she came up with. And I think she did a really amazing job with this. So let me know if you also agree. I think these are great. It can be a little intimidating when formats change. I know it's scary, but I think it's good for us all to have a little bit of change and push us out of our comfort zones so we can be a little bit more creative. So hopefully you agree. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for hanging with me. I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but I appreciate you all being here and I look forward to sharing more with you in the next one. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you would consider subscribing to my channel, I would be ever so grateful. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.